365 days.
כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא. בעזרת השם, as we say the Mishnah, the two mitzvahs of the day, the two halachos means two mitzvahs. How do we have that cheshbon? Very simple. If you take 613 mitzvot deoraita, you plus 7 mitzvot ke'en deoraita, the Rabbanan, now you have 620. 620 divided into 2, you have 310 days. A year, a lunar year is about 365 days. Right? On average, it's about 365 days. It turns out to be, you divide it into 2, you have 310 days, minus the Shabbos. On Shabbos you don't learn new mitzvot, you learn the mitzvot of the week, you just do Chazarah. So it turns out, every day there's a hashpah that comes out. Doesn't matter, Yom Tov, not Yom Tov, it's as long, only Shabbos is not included. So throughout the whole year, I have a special program that we have, we call it, I have channels, 2 loaves daily. So on YouTube I have every day, 30 seconds. I ask people 30 seconds a day just to repeat the mitzvahs of the Oraita. Just repeat the names. Just say them. The Rabbeinu Shach was actually, Shach from the Kalim of the Shulchan Aruch, 370 years ago. His problem, he says in his Akdama, in the Sefer, Poel Tzedek, he says, that I don't understand what it means in Azukta Chazal, that Nishkach HaTorah Yisrael. I didn't understand what it means, he says. Until I started meeting Talmidei Chachomim that know Shas back and forth, but they don't know the Seder of Mitzvahs. So he instituted the Shita in his B'Kedushato in his time it was visible. 2 hours a day, he wanted everybody to repeat the entire Seder of Mitzvahs, the Rambam. That's what the Sefer he wrote, Poel Tzedek. Just repeat it, just read it for 2 hours, just repeat it constantly, and you'll be good. You notice nobody is taking 2 hours a day. Who has 1 minute a day, right? So 2 hours a day didn't work. So then he rewrote his Sefer. He rewrote his Sefer, and he made it, he wrote the whole 613 Chalokim, he divided into 7 days. And so he went in his Sefer, Poel Tzedek, he writes first day mitzvot, a number of mitzvot. Basically, he split 620 into 7 days. Okay. I was the Dorshing, I was Faradi. We were very much targeted to this Shtei Halachos. Shtei Halachos, Kol HaShana Halachot B'chol Yom. You have to learn Shtei Halachos right after, before Aleinu, by us. Every shul. Faradi, Yarev Lo Yavor. This is like they'll kill the rabbi if he doesn't do it. So right before Aleinu, before Kaddish Yisrael, he has to say two Halachot Deoraita. Okay, and I was a big proponent of that also, until I was approached by the Heilige Rov, Rav Avraham Shor Shlita from Flatbush. I was my neighbor. His shul is my neighbor. Many years I davened there. I was one of the first 10 people that when he reopened on Coney Island. Okay, he tells me, let me show you. So he showed me one of the Shoinim or the Achronim, a few Sporim. In Hagdamas they speak. Kol HaShana Halachot doesn't mean Shulchan Aruch. It actually means Doraisa. The mitzvahs of Doraisa. I mean, right, that's the outline. So since then, Baruch Hashem Siyad Ishmaya, I have a Siyad Ishmaya. I print out every week. We have an email account. People email us. We email out every week of the mitzvahs of the Seder of the year. So I'm asking people. This is a program for the next 20 years. All I need from you is 30 seconds. 30 seconds a day. I actually have a video that Daniel saw already. I have a video that I have an auditor right after the davening. I record for 30 seconds. The 2 mitzvahs, I just outline them clearly. Then I send it to my editor. He makes a nice video out of it with music for 35 to 40 seconds max. I send it out and it goes all over the world, Baruch Hashem. And it's in English and in Russian. Right now I'm working on French and Hebrew. I get a lot of calls from Israel. Habibi, fucking Torah, speaking Hebrew. So we're working on that. So again, it's a program of 20 years. What's the pshat of 20 years? Again, if you spend 30 seconds every day, just say the word. Mitzvah today is 553. That a man who spoke slander than his wife, Muhammad Shemra, he's not allowed to. He must marry her. That's what we discussed today, 553. That he must marry her. And right away, they both connected. 554 is telling us Lo Yigarsha. He's not allowed to divorce her. So 553. He must marry the woman that his betrothed woman. It's not married wife, and not a man who speaks too bad about his wife. It's talking about specifically the woman while she was engaged to him, only in that period. In the olden days, they had engagement for 12 months, right? He engaged her, and then 12 months later, he was obligated to marry her. And in Masechet Kiddushin, he started to learn about it, discuss somewhat about it. But to what also, right? So you have like this. Now that he's bought a shemra on her after he married her, It's not talking about not Motze Shemra while he's married to her. Motze Shemra has different rules, okay? So that's 53. 554 is going to tell us that he is not allowed to stay married to her. So we'll be discussing B'ezrat Hashem. Now, so I just hit it. A lot of people get offended. A lot of women get, she has to stay married to him? Or once I had a phone call, Rabbi, what do you mean she has to get married to a divorcee? Same concept, right?
So say on him, no?
Right. No, so that's some lady. But we open up the discussion. Opens up the discussion. 30 seconds opens up the discussion. People start thinking about it. Go ahead, maybe, and just repeat it 5 times. I repeat 5 times, less than 30 seconds. And B'ezrat Hashem, in 20 years, we have a deen. If you repeat something more than 100 times, you will not forget. So we'll come to Shamayim. Kol hashana lachod. At least you'll say, I was part of that. Kol hashana lachod b'chol yom muftach lo shul min al-bayim. That's what it means. B'ezrat Hashem. The mitzvahs today are sponsored. L'refuah shlema lekol cholei Amo Yisrael b'cholam. L'yididi akarov Daniel ben Angela. Yosef Chaim ben Mafrat and Chaya bat Leah. If you have any refuah shlema you want to throw in, okay, no problem. Mitzvah number 553. שנצטווה, like you said, the mitzvah is on him, מוצא שם רע על אשתו שתשב תחתיו לעולם, ואפילו היא ערבת או מוכת שכין. Oh, right, what happened was, after he married her, right, he didn't, what's mukat shechin? She has boils or something, so that's something that will make her not feasible to have children with him, right? The question is over here, what did he choose? He chose the category. He chose a category which is Doraisa. He went ahead and he spoke Moshe Shemra. He went ahead and he spoke something that the Torah is very much against. So now, even though he says that the other secondary things that may even prevent him, or maybe will cause him, let's say, after 10 years, will have to get married to another wife, right? Because he has the Indian of giving babies. Over here, in this category, the rabbi says he stays with her because he chose that route where he lied specifically, saying that he brought 2 witnesses, saying that she was with somebody else who went to the Avera. In that concept, mitzvah, the Torah tells him now he has no choice of divorcing her, as it says, chapter 22 in the Barim, mitzvah pasuk 19, velo tihye leisha, and to him she shall be a wife. ומכלל דין זה, שנצטוו בית דין, גם כן להלקותו על אשר הוציא שם רע ובשקר, ולעונשו 100 סלעים כסף מזוקק, כמו שנאמר בפרשה. On top of that, besides the fact that he's not allowed to divorce her, right? Now we're telling him he has to get also lashed. He gets 39 lashes. Why? On top of that,
why does he get lashes? It's a lav shein b'meisim.
להלקותו על אשר הוציא שם רע בשקר, ולעונשו מעליו. One second, we'll see. That's a good question. Why are we giving him lashes? Why is it? Maybe he'll discuss it in a second, because in the end he'll discuss it more specifically. But he's telling us we punish him also with 100 silver coins. The sage is explaining the page 46 עמוד א', שהזרת מוציא שם רע היא בכלל לא תלך רכיל בעמך. Okay, there's a mitzvah d'oraita, mitzvah d'oraita of 236, where it says you're not allowed to be rachil, spreading around false information. So just we'll get back to your question. Meshusha mitzvah l'sera nelevim ma'asot nevelot ra'ot ka'ele. Right? We have people that understood all of a sudden what they got themselves into. Right? Now, in order to prevent such a things, that a person marries a woman just for the sake of, sometimes it's just to be with her, just for the physical pleasure, and that's it. So in order, now he wants to get rid of her. Chas v'shalom, to stop that, the Kadosh Baruch Hu is giving us a lot of those. And also that has ke'en, as we see in Masech Demakos, there's a ke'en, there's a discussion, somebody rapes a girl. The whole thing over there. V'cheinyan שנכתב למטה מסבוך בעזרת השם בדין אונס. As we see over here, that's what the rabbi is going to be discussed in mitzvah number 557, where somebody rapes a woman. מדיני מצווה כתב הרמב"ם ז"ל, כיצד הוצאת שם רע. So now, what happened here exactly? So the Rambam describes to us, הוא שיבוא לבית דין, ואמר, נערה זו בעלתי, ולא מצאתי בתולים. He says, this girl I got engaged, right? I got engaged with her, and now I didn't find with her to be a virgin. וכשביקשתי על הדבר, נודע לי שזנתה תחתי אחר שהרסתיה. What happened was, I started checking out what's going on, and it says over there, all of a sudden I got reports. 2 guys come up and says, yeah, she did the avera with another man. We saw her going to the hotel, and right. The Elohim Edei shezinta b'fanehem. So now he brings his two witnesses to the Beit Din. Ubeidin shomin divrei ha'edim v'chokrin edutam. Then they check out im nimtza davar emet niskelet. All right. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why niskelet. Over here, what happened was he's telling that he's putting her in the limbo of being killed by stoning. Right? ואם הביא האב העדים וזממו העדים שהביא הבעל ונמצאו שהעדים העידו שקר יסכלו. So the witnesses will get stoned. וילקהו. He gets מלכות. ואף על פי שאין בזה מעשה, אלא דביר התורה חייבת, כן? מלכות כדכתיב ויסרו אותו. That's why. Now you understand, okay? That's Gzeres HaKosov. Let's say there was no Gzeres HaKosov, right?
You wouldn't get hit.
Let's say. I mean, we have such a concept in Eidim Zomimim, the whole Masech Makos.
Right, but that's on the Eidim, not on the guy that hires the
It's true over there. You will say that, and so that maybe we need it. Gzeres HaKosov on there. But they also, that's the Tosfos. It has a me'ain. Why do they get Malkos? Is because if they edut is true, then she would get killed. The Tosfos says, why do they get lashes? Because they could say, we just came to disqualify her from the husband, so therefore they shouldn't get killed. So we get lashes. So it ends there, right? You can't have one without the other. Here, let's say there was no pasuk that we yosru for a second, right? We yosru we could still use that Tosfos to give him lashes, because you have to have some kind of leverage over here. But you say no, it's only an idea because his talking is only doing his talking doesn't do anything. He needs the aid. So I hear. So that's exactly. Let's take it that way. And he has to give also 100 silver. So now what happened was the father comes and says, wait a minute. He brought other witnesses. He brings other witnesses that claim, we know those two guys were lying. They were with us. They were in Miami with us. What are you talking about? He was going on. He brings another two witnesses. Because those guys claim that my witnesses were in Miami with them. Wait a minute, they were in Orlando, both those witnesses at the same time. He brings a third group of witnesses. ועל זה נאמר ואם אמת היה דבר הזה בפי השמועה למדו שפרשה הזו היא שיש בה עדים זוממים וזוממים. Here from this parasha there is such a concept of returning al gagal, the circle around. This one disqualify this one disqualify this one. חוצה שאמרה עליה והיא בוגרת, and then we'll find out that okay, now what about she's older than 12? What age are we talking about? What age? Right? Many people, Baruch Hashem, we're in the world where it's asur to get married to a young girl, right? Under now in America it became a law. Under 16 anymore, under 17 now. I was actually fighting against that law. Unfortunately, nobody listened to me. Now, they were going up. The original law of the country was 12. It went up to 14. After 14, I said, "Afkan, we have." I went to the Rabbanon. I went to. Don't ask me which organization I went to. I said, "Stop it." Nobody listened to me. Now it's 17. Why was I concerned? You know, I grew up in an atmosphere where there's a lot of non-religious people. What do we have? Boys and girls play around. What do you do with them? So we used to get married them off at 16. Both parents, okay? Alas. They're already doing the Avera. What are you doing? No, now it's 17. And by the way, this is the country, this is the world today, where if you are what's his name? They'll teach you how to have a relationship at 5, but you can't get married till 17. Do you understand where we holding? You understand where we're holding? Okay. The Chazal knew what they were saying. The Torah says you're allowed to get married and marry off a girl from the age of birth, and the boy, as soon as he's bar mitzvah, halas, go and get married. Because and apotropos la'arayot. But today you talk to anybody right away, they jump on me. Rabbi Sofer, you extreme. What do you offer me? What do you mean I'm extreme? That's halacha. And apotropos la'arayot. What are you going to do? Right? Also in America, you're not allowed to have 2 wives, but you're allowed to have 15 girlfriends. In one night also, by the way. You can have all the partners you want. For what for? What the purpose is? The main purpose is very simple. Simple is they don't want children. They don't want, as already you heard, I'm sure you all heard what Pamela, the camel saying out loud, we're killing people. She said it. Crazy lady. Okay. אף על פי שהביא עדים שזינתה תחתיו כשהיא נערה, הרי זה פטור מן המלכות. Oh, so now, what? No, Kamala Harris, she said 3 weeks ago that we are depopulating the world, yeah, because our grandchildren need more air. You didn't hear that? Yeah, she was all over the television. Let's see. Shamra alea vihi bugeret. Oh, now what happens if she's more older than 12? Right? After the 12 already, we know that there's no damim. אף על פי שהביא עדים שזינתה תחתיו כשהיא נערה, הרי זה פטור מן המלכות ומן הקנס. Right? ואם נמצא הדבר אמת, הרי זו תסכל אף על פי שהיא בוגרת הועיל ובעת שזינתה הנערה הייתה. So it only works when she's under 12 and a half. This whole concept that she has to actually do the avera of being under his, while she's 12 and a half. If she's older than that, right? So what will we discuss? Rabbi, sounds like if he engages a girl today, 18 years old, and marries her at 19, and finds that there is no betulim, sounds like there is no skila. The only skila for her is going to be if she's under 12 and a half. The dam betulim, because there's no way to find out there's no betulim. That's why. There's no of the dam betulim. Now, what are they coming? The witnesses are only coming and saying that she was in a hotel with this guy. Under 12 and a half, and now there's no betulim, you could find out that there was Maisa, obviously. What was she doing with him in the hotel? After 18, sounds like you can't discover if there was a Maasa or not, because she doesn't have betulim anymore. She doesn't have the din of Nara Betula anymore, over 12 and a half. Because the betulim go away. After the Bugeret, it means the betulim go away, and therefore, in that case, Lechore, she will not get bin Yisrael, even if they are 18. What are the Edina saying? The Edina saying she was with somebody else. Okay, but naturally, there's no betulim. So we can never know what happened over there, in that case. Mitzvah, okay. ונוהג לעניין המלכות, והקנס בזמן הבית שהיינו דנן דין קנסות. Obviously, this mitzvah is only at the time of the Beit HaMikdash, when the whole Jewish nation was in Eretz Yisrael at the time, and we had the Beit Din, when we had עניין שתשב תחת בעלה לעולם אף בזמן הזה. However, that's Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda says, what Masechta Gittin? If Rabbi Yehuda, according to Rabbi Yehuda, today, and what we hold on, Nechubra, there's a big inyan about it. You can't suspect your wife, even be chidas. He cannot tell his wife, I prevent you from going into the room with Joe. Even be chidas, according to Rabbi Yehuda, and I believe that's what the Chumrah beholds, that now he has to divorce her. If she goes in with Joe into the room, be chidas, that we go to Chumrah, haras, because there's no way to check anymore. As Rav Rashid, I don't know if but I remember hearing K'enza, that Rabbi Yehuda was very mahmir, that even the Yechidus, he warns his wife. Without Eidim, it would be into a problem. So stay away from warning your wife. Don't seclude yourself with another man. If you're secluded, according to you, Rabbi Yehuda, you have a big problem. And because today we have no Beidin, it's not so simple. And in that case, he should not warn his wife, and therefore stay away from this problem, even because it's Noeg today. So if a man goes out and he calls his wife to Beit Din, he wants to divorce his wife. He says, you know what, I don't find a betulim. If he, so lechoira, there would not be witnesses. There's nothing to do. It's a mitzvah. It's not a knas in that case. There's a whole discussion if it's a knas or not. In the end, so he paskin it's a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah. Since it's a mitzvah, the Beit Din will tell him you have to stay married to this girl forever today, because we don't have no way to clarify it.
So when she's under 12, there's no dam betulim?
No, under 12 there is a dam betulim. Over 12 there is no.
Why not?
12 and a half. Bogeret. That's halacha. That's halacha, yeah. Once she's already 12 and a half, it's already, it opens up. Again, it's a very little placenta.
And therefore there's no way to prove anything, and therefore...
No, they will not get skila. Mistama, and if there is no divorce, right? If there's no case of divorce, then he has to stay married with her. If the Beit Din cannot separate them, then he has to stay married to her le'olameh olamim, even this generation. Mitzvah number 554. Quickly, it's mostly discussed right now. Shenimnu mitzvah shem ram ishto mitzvah shakran. So somebody went out and said that his wife is like this. Shelo ligarsha le'olam. And now there's a isur deoraisa to divorce her. Now there's a whole discussion over there in the Gemara. I love this. Right? What does he do? He divorces her. What happens if he divorces her? So this whole big machlokes of Yochanan and Shlaikish. Do we give him malchut? No. I'll marry her soon. I'll marry her soon. He doesn't get even much.
But the issue is to divorce her. No?
So that's a discussion. I ain't sham. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen. If you need to make parnasa, make it without any issues.
Amen.
That's